Juntang was a lonely freshman chasing his high school crush Zhu at Minsong University until the night he met Shia, a former idol standing outside his apartment with a haunted past. What began as awkward encounters became stolen kisses and holding hands, leaving him torn between the girl he'd loved for years and the mysterious beauty downstairs who made his heart race with a single touch. But before any of this, a group of friends are in their room having fun. One of the guys named Juntang decides to go out and get more beer, but as he heads for the door he looks at one of the girls. Juntang is really hoping that she will ask if she can come with him, but then she walks up and says she is coming too because she wants to buy some ice cream. Her name is Shia, and she is Juntang's housemate and also 1 year older than him, which makes him feel a little shy. As they walk together toward the store, Juntang tells her that she should gain some weight so that people will not give her too much attention. When he says that, Shia touches him and asks what he is really thinking about, and the truth is she is not even his girlfriend because he has never told her. Even so, the two of them hold hands as they walk and then Shia suddenly pulls him into a dark alley. She steps up right close to him and tells him that if he does not like her then. A few months earlier, Shia, who used to be an idol, decides to return to school to continue her education and the news spreads everywhere. One day, while Juntang is sitting on a bus, he gets a message from Zhu, who is also coming back to school, and the thought of meeting her makes him really excited. Juntang quickly rushes off the bus because he wants to change clothes, and the truth is the main reason he even applied to Minsong University in the first place is because of Zhu. But when he reaches home, he is surprised to see Shia standing outside. After he changes his clothes and heads back out, she is still there waiting, so he asks her if they have met before. However, she only gives him a sharp glare that makes him stay quiet and just walk away. All of a sudden, Juntang realizes that she is actually the idol he once saw in a concert, so he gathers the courage to ask if she really is an idol. After that, Shia runs straight toward Juntang while holding a lighter, but instead of hurting him she just taps against his forehead and asks what he really wants from her. Juntang gets nervous and says that he will call the police if she keeps acting like that, but Shia replies that if he does, she will just tell them that he is a stalker following her around. Then he quickly explains that his friend is actually a big fan of her group. Later that night, Juntang meets up with Zhu, and while they eat dinner together, he ends up telling her everything that happened earlier with Shia. During the meal, Juntang asks Zhu if she already has a boyfriend, but before she can answer, he changes the subject and says that he wants her to come hang out at his place sometime. She happily agrees with a smile. Afterward, they head out and Juntang takes off his muffler and puts it around her since it is so cold outside. As soon as Juntang gets home, he is surprised to see Shia standing outside once again. She warns him not to tell anyone that she lives there or she will beat the crap out of him, before walking straight into his house like she owns it. However, she suddenly collapses and falls to the ground inside, so Juntang panics and calls an ambulance right away. The next morning, Shia shows up at his doorstep acting normal again and even brings him breakfast in her hands. Juntang quickly shuts the door in her face, telling himself that nobody is ever nice to him without having a reason behind it. Later at the university, when his class is over, Juntang thinks to himself that the course feels super easy, so he pulls out his phone and texts Zhu to try and plan their next meetup. Zhu replies that she is too busy working on her projects and can't come, but right then Juntang's friends show up and tease him by asking if he is still chasing after that girl. At the same time, Zhu is somewhere else still thinking about that night when Juntang gave her his scarf, and the memory makes her wonder about him. After a long and tiring day, Juntang heads back home, but right as he gets there, Shia appears and asks how his day went. Juntang decides not to answer her at all and just goes inside without looking back. The next morning, as soon as he steps outside, he finds her sitting on his staircase waiting, and from then on, she keeps waiting for him every single day, from early morning until late at night, but Juntang continues to ignore her no matter what. One day, one of his friends points it out and says there is always a pretty girl waiting around for him, and he even jokes that she must be one of Juntang's ex-girlfriends. Juntang then checks on Shia sitting outside and he thinks that she actually does this openly now, and then he ignores her and goes back to school. At school, Juntang thinks about Zhu and how he want to meet his goddess instead of that weird stalker girl. Suddenly, Juntang hears someone asking a group of students about him, and it turns out that person is Shia. Everyone starts staring at her because of her beauty, but then she walks towards Juntang. He then grabs her and takes her out of the class. Later, Juntang asks her how she knows about him, and she says she heard it when he was calling the ambulance that he is a freshman at Minsong University. Juntang then thinks she has a crush on him and says he likes someone else, which makes Shia laugh. She says that she is doing everything because she doesn't have friends and she wants to be friends with him. However, Juntang says she can be friends with other girls in their apartment, but she replies that she rented the whole thing and now she is the only one there. Juntang asks her to give her number and they can grab dinner sometime. Later that afternoon, Juntang and Shia walk home side by side, and on the way, she asks him if he wants to go have dinner with her that night, but Juntang tells her that he cannot because he has to attend the school opening party. Later in the evening, Juntang goes to the dinner party, and while he is there someone looks at him and asks if the girl they saw with him earlier is his girlfriend, but Juntang quickly refuses to admit it. All of a sudden, Juntang gets a call from Shia, who asks him when he is planning to come back home, but since Juntang is already drunk by then, he just starts talking nonsense on the phone without giving her a straight answer. After that, Shia shows up at the place where Juntang is drinking, and while she is there, one of the guys at the party tries to hit on her, but she ignores him completely and focuses on taking Juntang with her instead. However, the guy suddenly grabs Juntang's other hand to stop them, and this makes Shia warn him to let go right away or else she will not hesitate to smash a bottle over his head. The guy tries to provoke her into hitting him but Juntang says that he is just drunk. However, the guy then pats her head so Shia almost hits him but Juntang takes the bottle and drinks some of it and even gives the guy and then both of them run away. They both then finally stop at an alley and Juntang scolds her for almost hitting him with the beer bottle. Shia then started crying, saying she always gets in trouble whenever she leaves the house but Juntang thought she had some kind of anxiety disorder where she is afraid to leave the house. He then says that she is actually capable of violence which she agrees to. Afterward, Shia tells Juntang that staying alone all the time is really hard and that she cannot spend the rest of her life locked indoors without going out. When Juntang hears this, he says that he does not know exactly what happened to her in the past, but he promises that he will stand by her during the important moments because he likes being around friends who make his life feel exciting, even joking that he enjoys hanging out with rich friends. After saying that, both of them start laughing together, and Shia explains that she actually bought some drinks for the two of them to share later but now they have gone to waste. Juntang then starts wondering how she was even able to find him, and Shia answers that it was easy because the party banners are posted all around the area, which made it clear where he was. After that, the two of them keep walking around the place together until Juntang notices the literature department section, and he quickly runs over because he wants to find Ju since he has not seen her in a long while. However, when Ju sees Shia beside him, she immediately recognizes her and soon after everyone else nearby realizes who she is too. Everyone in the area starts whispering and trash talking about the rumors they have heard about Shia, and the mean words make her turn to Juntang and ask if he thinks Ju is spreading this on purpose. After saying that, Shia walks away, and Ju begins to worry that maybe she hurt her feelings without meaning to. Later on, Ju and Juntang wait at the bus stop, and Ju keeps trying to call one of her close friends to ask if she can stay the night, but no one answers the phone no matter how many times she tries. Since they have no other choice, Juntang and Ju decide to go over to Shia's place to ask her for help. Ju explains that her parents are very strict and conservative, and if she spends the whole night outside, they will be furious, so she wants Shia to pretend to be her friend and make the call for her. After that, Shia takes Ju's phone and calls her parents, telling them that Ju is going to spend the night at her place. Ju then tells Juntang that she is going to sleep at department office but then Shia tells them to come inside. Inside, Shia and Ju gets along after drinking beer but then Shia removes her jacket and goes out so Juntang follows her with his jacket. Outside, Juntang tells her everything about what happened earlier. Shia gets jealous about their friendship and how she is alone so Juntang holds her and they both hug. They not want to smell like alcohol, so she took a shower before heading out. Then Shia asks Juntang if the two of them are close, but Juntang quickly says it is not true and while answering he almost slips and exposes his real plan to her. After that, Shia goes to grab her lighter, and Juntang follows behind to try and help her with it. He asks her if the cigarettes in her for some chicken dinner that night, but Juntang cannot stop staring at her face and ends up blushing without saying much. A month later, everyone at the university begins teasing Juntang non-stop because of how close he seems to Shia, and most of them even think she is already his girlfriend. To go watch the cherry blossoms. Afterward, they all go to park and Shia starts looking after cherry blossoms which made Juntang forward. Juntang takes Shia's pictures and thinks that she is someone from another world and it seems like he is having a crush on her. Later, they drop too much. The next day, Ju gives Juntang back his scarf, and then one of Ju's friends notices it and wonders if the scarf actually belonged to Ju since it had been sitting on her desk for several days. Ju quickly pushes her friend away, avoiding the question, and walks off with her without saying much. Later on, another boy comes up to Ju and asks if Juntang is her boyfriend, but she replies that he is just a good friend to her and nothing more. After that, Ju and Shia talk together about going to a food place, but Ju suggests that they should also invite Shia to join them. Later in the evening, Shia and Juntang end up holding hands as they walk side by side, while at the same time Zhu sits quietly on the train staring at the pictures on her phone. When Juntang gets back home, he finds Yunza waiting outside, and Yunza starts asking Juntang if he is single because Yunza wants him to come to a get-together with him. Yunza tells Juntang that the girls at this get-together are going to be sophomore students who are studying fashion design, and he says they can have the time of their life there. After that, Shia suddenly comes into Juntang's room and asks him if he is going out tonight because she has something for him to use. Then she tells him to wash up really fast, and after that she gives him a makeover so he can look good and nice. She tells him that this is a triple date, so she wants him to be the hottest guy there tonight, and she thinks it can be a good chance for her to see how attractive he can look to other people. Before Juntang leaves to go out, Shia tells him that she does not want him to have a girlfriend because if he gets one, they cannot hang out together anymore like they do now. Juntang says to her that they are friends, but Shia reminds him that friends do not hold hands with each other like they do all the time. Later that night, Yunza and 3 girls are sitting around waiting for Juntang to show up at a karaoke place, but when he finally walks in through the door, all of them are surprised to see how handsome he appears right now. One girl who has ginger-colored hair keeps staring at him a whole lot and cannot take her eyes off of him. After a little while, 2 other girls start putting some makeup on Juntang and they begin taking pictures of him with their phones. However, when Juntang looks at the lipstick color they are using, it makes him think about Shia's lipstick color as well because it looks exactly the same. After all of that happens, they all start forcing Juntang to sing a song for them, and then everyone begins singing together while the girl with the ginger-colored hair thinks that Juntang is exactly her type of guy that she likes. She then starts planning on making the first move on him and trying to get his attention, and after that happens everyone spends time enjoying the night together and having a good time with each other. Juntang and the girl sit together when Juntang notices a piece of earring so he gives it back to that girl. Afterward, they talk about the number of earrings she has. Meanwhile, Shia is sitting at home and getting bored because she is all alone with nothing to do. Back at the karaoke place, Yunza decides to make things more fun by starting a game called Wedlock Wine. He explains to everyone that boys and girls have to sit in turns and when the bottle stops spinning the boy and girl it points to must drink together with their arms linked. After that, they spin the bottle for the first round and it stops on another couple who complete the challenge, making everyone cheer. On the second spin, it stops on Yunza and his partner and they also go along with the game. Finally, the bottle stops on Juntang and Yunza laughs while saying that the difficulty level will be set to 4 this time. Juntang leans over and quietly asks the girl what happens at level 4, and she whispers it in his ear, which makes both of them blush and get shy. When the girl spins the bottle again, it stops on them once more, and everyone gets excited and starts shouting. Another girl begins teasing the ginger-haired boy, saying that she spun the bottle harder on purpose because she secretly wanted to do level 4 with him. Afterward, the gingerhead takes a sip of his drink and tries to kiss Juntang in front of everyone. The girl's name is Ruoni and she is 21 years old, and she recently broke up with her boyfriend not too long ago, and she is slowly losing faith in love and relationships. The reason she shows up to this get-together tonight is because she thinks that if she meets a cute guy here at this event, she can start dating him to help her get over her breakup and feel better about herself. However, Ruoni and Juntang start getting closer to each other and they both get really shy because they have to kiss each other as part of a game. Ruoni feels bad and uncomfortable because she realizes she drank way too much alcohol already. When Yunza sees what is happening to her, he tells Ruoni that they are not going to make her do things that she does not want to do if she is not feeling okay. But then Ruoni decides to drink another glass of alcohol anyway and goes over to kiss Juntang, but he quickly stops her. He says that he has never kissed a girl before in his life so he cannot just kiss her like that, and after that people start asking him all kinds of random questions about his first kiss and when it will happen. When Ruoni hears what Juntang just said about never kissing anyone, she spits her drink out and it lands on his head, and then he gets up and leaves the place right away. After that, everyone starts leaving the karaoke place and Ruoni decides to head back to her dorm room because she realizes she drank way too much tonight. Juntang quickly says that he can take her there, and the two of them start walking together side by side. On the way, Ruoni looks at him and asks if he has never kissed a girl before, so Juntang admits that he once had a crush on a girl back in junior high but he never had the courage to confess his feelings to her. She then asks him about his high school days, and Juntang gets shy before saying that he spent a long time suffering from unrequited love, which was really hard for him. Juntang then asks her the same question, and Ruoni explains that she broke up not too long ago, so Juntang gently moves her hair aside to see if she is crying. After dropping Ruoni back home, Juntang cannot stop thinking about Shia, and he runs quickly toward the dorm where he finds Shia waiting for him outside. Juntang then asks her what she did tonight, so she says she just stayed in her room, to which Juntang also wished he take a break from school too. Suddenly, Shia notices lipstick on Juntang's lips which the girls put on him earlier. Juntang tells her that they were just joking around with each other and they applied lipstick to him as part of the fun, but Shia thinks that they had a really good time and she believes that he kissed someone there. Shia then asks Juntang what kind of games he played at the karaoke place, so he tells her that it is a secret and he is not going to share that information with her. After he says that, Shia's mood suddenly changes and becomes different, and she tells Juntang to just admit that he was happy there and he does not have to pretend like he did not enjoy himself at all. Juntang wonders that he needs to keep his mouth shut and stop talking because the more he speaks and explains things, the more mistakes he is going to make with his words. Shia then reaches out and holds his face with her hands and tells him that he is a person who just agrees to do anything that people ask him to do. Juntang's cheeks start turning red and he gets embarrassed when Shia says to him that he tempts her to do something naughty and bad with him. Afterward, they both lean in and kiss each other, which is something that Juntang always knew deep down was going to happen between them at some point. After they finish kissing, they cannot stop staring at each other's faces, but then Shia suddenly notices that Juntang has a burn mark on his skin from her lighter. Shia then heads inside the house and asks Juntang if he is coming inside with her right now, but he tells her that he will head in a little bit later. Juntang just sits there and cannot believe that he actually just kissed Shia and that it really happened between them. The next day, Juntang wakes up feeling like a complete mess, and he keeps thinking that he cannot believe that he actually kissed a girl last night for the first time. He then tries really hard to brush off all the thoughts and he keeps telling himself that it was just a dream that did not really happen. After trying to deal with his thoughts for a while, he decides to head out to the library to get away from that thought because at home he cannot stop thinking about what happened. On his way out of the house, he notices a banner hanging on the gate outside which says that Shia is currently searching for a female housemate to live with her in the house. At library, Juntang still thinks about his kiss last night and the thought is not letting him focus on his studies. Juntang further wonders that under the influence of alcohol, he was ignorant about Shia's feelings. Juntang then spends his entire day wondering if they didn't kiss because they felt something for each other. During midterm exams, Juntang again thinks about Shia and his kiss and realizes that it was their first fight that night. Juntang then gets home and asks Shia about the for rent sign outside and how he can't stop thinking about their kiss. He then says that he wants to talk about last night and then she happily lets him inside her room. Inside, Shia confidently says that they kissed last night, so what he wants now, but hearing that, Juntang falls on the ground. She then asks Juntang if that moment was his first kiss, and the question makes him panic even more inside. Juntang nervously asks her if she is saying that because he was really bad at it, but she tells him that he was actually amazing when he kissed her. After that, the two of them sit down together on the couch, and Juntang brings up the renting sign he saw earlier. She explains that she is renting out a room because right now he and Zhu are the only people she usually spends time with, and she wants to meet and make more friends. After hearing her reason, Juntang suggests that the two of them should go to a nice place once the exams are over. Right after that, she looks at him and asks if she can hold his hand, and when he agrees, they hold hands together just like a real couple would. The next day, Juntang cannot pay much attention to university because his mind keeps going back to Shia and he keeps thinking about her again and again. After class is over, he spends some time with Zhu and asks her if she wants to hang out with him this weekend. Later, they walk together to the nearby library, but when they get there, the place is already crowded and filled with people. Just then, another one of Zhu's male friends shows up, and she begins talking to him in a normal and easy way like they know each other well. Watching this, Juntang feels upset, so he makes up a quick excuse and walks away because he cannot stand seeing her with another guy. Even though he feels hurt and a little betrayed inside, his heart still goes back to Shia, and he keeps thinking about her non-stop. Meanwhile, Ruoni is working really hard for her upcoming exam, and she even spends a whole week inside the library just studying. The hardest part for her is that she is still not over her ex, and even though she wants to forget him, she also wishes to meet more people and move into an apartment away from campus. 2 years earlier, Juntang and Zhu are walking together after school, and during that time he keeps staring at her. He asks her why she suddenly took a break from school and wonders if maybe she was sick. Zhu explains that something happened in her life, and because of that problem she missed a lot of school days and even ended up getting suspended. All of a sudden, Zhu's father shows up and asks where she has been and if she is now bringing boys home. Zhu tries to explain that she and Juntang were only going to tuition together, but her dad still scolds her without stopping. He continues insulting Zhu right in the middle of the street, and his harsh words make her feel really sad. She finally says that the thing she hates most is being born into this family, and then she angrily throws her bag down, grabs Juntang, and runs away with him. After some distance, she suddenly started laughing about it and told Juntang to just forget everything that happened. In the present time, Juntang feels like everything around him seems new, and he thinks that he is the one who has truly changed. At that moment, Zhu shows up and tells him to follow her. She leads him to the rooftop, and as they head up, Juntang begins having naughty thoughts in his mind about being alone there. When they reach the rooftop, Zhu explains that this is her favorite spot because from here they can see the whole city together. Zhu admits that she was not really planning on coming here with Juntang at first because she was worried she might end up saying something she should not. She tells him that when she was younger, she had so much courage, as she once ran away from home and even fought with her dad, and she believes she was able to do all that only because he was always by her side. After saying this, Zhu decides to head back since she needs to study for the exam, but Juntang tries to stop her because he still wants to know the real reason why she chose to bring him up here. Zhu leaves the rooftop anyway, quietly wondering if she could ever find the courage to confess her true feelings to him, but she thinks that her current situation will never allow her to be with him. As she walks home with tears in her eyes, Zhu hopes that Juntang will somehow understand her love for him and know that she is keeping her distance only for the good of both of them. The next morning, Shia plays with Juntang's hair while he is still lying in bed and slowly waking up. She tries to pull him up because she feels bored now that his exams are already finished. She keeps pushing him to get off the bed, but he refuses to move and tells her to go spend time with her new friends instead. Right then, the doorbell suddenly rings, and Shia goes to check it while Juntang stays behind, still lost in his thoughts about Zhu. When she opens the door, the person standing there is none other than Ruoni, who turns out to be Shia's new roommate. After that, Juntang finally drags himself out of bed, but the moment he steps out of his room, he is shocked to see Ruoni standing right in front of him. Earlier, Ruoni spends time looking at pictures of different houses online, but almost all of them are either in a bad location or way too expensive for her. Suddenly, she notices a poster outside with Shia's contact and decides to give it a try, so she walks over and rings the bell. When the door opens, Ruoni is completely stunned by Shia's beautiful face and even thinks for a moment that she might actually be a celebrity. Ruoni explains that she is searching for a house, and Shia kindly invites her inside to take a look around. After that, Shia shows her the available room but mentions that there is one condition, which is that a guy lives upstairs and she does not mind if he comes downstairs often. Later, Ruoni steps inside the room to check it out, and while looking around, she spots Shia's luxury purses, the same ones she wanted to buy last year but couldn't because they sold out. Ruoni begins looking around the whole place with curiosity, and when Shia sees the way she is acting, she tells her that she can take some of the handbags if she likes. Back in the present, Ruoni thinks to herself that if she had known he was living here, she would never have agreed to move in, and this thought makes things feel awkward between them. After that, Juntang offers to help her carry her belongings inside, but Ruoni quickly grabs her own stuff and walks in without his help. Juntang wonders why she is acting this way, but then he remembers that he never replied to her text that night, and he realizes she might still be upset about it. Juntang also starts thinking about what would happen if Shia ever found out about his get-together with Ruoni that night, and he worries that if she learns he was playing around with her, he might actually be killed. After that, Shia and Ruoni try to order some food when Juntang tells them about this really good restaurant that is nearby and says that all three of them should go there together. When Ruoni hears him say this, she agrees to go along with them, but she is secretly thinking about a sneaky plan she wants to try. When they get to the restaurant and sit down, Ruoni starts working on her plan by trying to get Juntang to drink a whole bunch of drinks. At some point while they are eating, Ruoni asks him if Shia is the girl he likes, but Juntang tries to say that she is not. Outside the restaurant, Shia is messing around with her lighter and starts to feel kind of sad and down. Just then, Juntang and Ruoni come out of the restaurant and Shia quickly hides herself while she listens closely to what they are talking about. After a little bit, Juntang starts talking about how he thinks about her all the time and how he keeps falling more and more in love with her and it never stops. When Ruoni hears him saying these things, she thinks that he is talking about her, while Shia is also thinking the exact same thing as he means her, and then Juntang loses his balance and falls onto Ruoni's shoulder. Just then, Shia shows up and takes Juntang back home with her in a taxi. When they get to his room, Shia lies down beside him, and Juntang suddenly kisses her. After the kiss, Shia asks him to make their relationship official and confirm that they are really dating. Instead of answering right away, Juntang asks her if she truly likes him, and Shia quickly replies that she does, saying that everything about him matches her ideal type perfectly. She then looks at him and asks if he does not like her back, but Juntang's mind drifts away as he keeps thinking about Zhu. He wonders why Zhu had taken him up to the rooftop and feels like he still wants to know the meaning behind it. The next morning, Juntang sees a tear in Shia's eye and he thinks to himself that she is still kind of a mystery to him. After that, Juntang tries to leave, but then Shia opens her eyes and tells him that he does not need to sneak away like that because nothing really happened between the two of them last night. After this conversation, both of them walk out together and Shia looks at Juntang's beard, so she reaches out and starts touching it while saying that she wanted to feel it the night before. All of a sudden, Ruoni drops the trash bag she is holding after she sees the two of them together and realizes they slept in the same place last night. Shia then begins to make fun of her and tease her about it, and Ruoni gets really upset and freaks out about the whole situation. A little while later, Juntang goes online and does some research about Shia on Wikipedia, and he starts reading through some articles that say Shia had multiple times when she lost her temper. The article also says that the whole time she acted with a bad attitude when she was on set filming, and she also responded to people on social media by using curse words and swear words. Juntang starts wondering how Shia became the person she is today, and his curiosity about her only grows stronger. After that, Juntang calls his friend Guozhu, but Guozhu sounds angry with him right away. Juntang asks if he is still a fan of Shia, and it turns out that because of Guozhu, he already knows her birthday, her hobbies, and even the colors she likes the most. Juntang tells him that Shia is his friend now and that they hang out together almost every day, but Guozhu does not believe a single word and quickly ends the call. Left alone, Juntang begins to wonder why Shia suddenly quit music, and he starts to feel like a pervert for thinking too much about her. Just then, Shia suddenly kisses him and then walks away without saying anything more. Later on, the doorbell rings and when Juntang goes to open the door, he is shocked to see that the person standing there is actually Guozhu. Juntang thinks to himself that if Guozhu finds out Shia is here, he will definitely start acting like a freak. Juntang then steps outside to meet him, and Guozhu hands him some food that his mom specially cooked for him. All of a sudden, Guozhu hears a girl's voice coming from inside, so he quickly pushes his way into Juntang's house and runs to check. The moment he sees Shia, he freezes and instantly starts falling in love with her all over again. After that, Guozhu steps further inside and begins acting like a complete maniac, but Shia immediately kicks him hard on his back to stop him. The very next day, Guozhu climbs all the way up into Juntang's room just to talk about Shia, but Juntang gets annoyed and kicks him out right away. After that, Guozhu keeps following Juntang everywhere, always asking questions about Shia, and he even shows up as early as 6 in the morning just to drop off some food. Juntang gets annoyed and kicks him out, but on his way out, Guozhu runs into Shia and tries to hand the food to her instead. Instead of taking it, Shia throws the food away and begins acting cold toward him. After this, Guozhu finally loses his temper and yells at her, saying that she acts nice on TV but in real life she is actually rude. At that moment, Juntang appears and when Guozhu tries to swing at him, Juntang yells back and says harsh things to him. Once Guozhu storms off, Shia starts to feel guilty but Juntang gently calms her down. Earlier, Zhu and Juntang spend some time together at the university, and during their talk, Juntang tells her about Guozhu, who waits outside every single day just to catch a glimpse of Shia. Zhu then asks Juntang if he truly wants to know the real reason why Shia gave up on her music career, but instead of answering, Juntang asks her if she also wants to know the truth. Zhu explains that she feels Shia does not want anyone else to dig into her past. After this, Juntang starts to wonder why Zhu actually agreed to let him come along with her while she drops off some books. Suddenly, Zhu misses one of the stair steps and almost slips, but Juntang quickly grabs her arm and saves her from falling, and both of them end up laughing together about it. Juntang then bends down to pick up the books that had scattered and at that moment, Zhu tells him that she will be working at the council office during the cultural festival, so if he wants, he can come by and give her a hand. Juntang tells Zhu that he will gladly help her out and then he stares at her face as the sunlight shines from behind her. In the present, Juntang explains to Shia that he already has plans with Zhu and that they will be setting up a booth together in the club. Shia holds his hand and suggests that instead, the two of them could go on a date but Juntang looks at her and asks if she is just flirting with him. Later, during the cultural festival, everyone is busy preparing and setting up their booths, and Shia also shows up, immediately drawing the attention of everyone on campus. However, Juntang is shocked to see Shia suddenly appear on campus, and he quickly puts a cap on her head so she does not attract too much attention from everyone around. He also gives her his jacket since people are still staring at her, and after that, the two of them enjoy their date on campus by doing different activities together. Later that evening, Ruoni also shows up at the campus area but when she sees Shia and Juntang walking next to each other while they are holding each other's hands, she feels sad. Later one night, Juntang and Shia are walking back home together, and while they are walking, she tells him that she likes him so much that she wants to kiss him right now. After she says that, the two of them begin to flirt with each other. At the same time, Zhu finally gets done with all of her work, but when she is about to leave, she sees Shia and Juntang walking together. She remembers the text message that he sent to her earlier in the day, where he said that he would not be able to come and help her out because he was going to go out with Shia that night. Meanwhile, Shia notices that a concert is going on, so Juntang explains to her that it is actually a stage show being organized by the dance club. Curious, she decides to check it out. She is looking for in. Zhu then says that telling someone your feelings is something private, so she will just sing a song instead, and it turns out the song she is going to sing is Juntang's favorite song. After this, Zhu starts singing the song and all the people watching start singing along with her too. Right then, Shia starts crying after she sees Juntang, and then she goes over and hugs him. When Juntang sees her doing this, he realizes that she actually really likes him, and even though Zhu is up on stage singing the song right now, he still cares more about Shia at this moment. The day after, Juntang knocks on Shia's door to ask her if she is doing okay because she has not come out of her room the whole entire day according to what Ruoni told him. Shia then grabs Juntang and takes him inside her room while Ruoni is walking around trying to look for her and find her. Shia then notices and feels that Juntang's heart is beating so fast that it feels like it is about to jump right out of his chest, and he can even hear it himself beating really fast every single time he looks at Shia and sees her. After this moment, Juntang leans in and kisses Shia and starts wondering in his head if he should tell her that he loves her and confess his feelings. Juntang then starts thinking about making their relationship official and real, and then both of them just look at each other. Afterward, Juntang then asks him if he has eaten as well. Julie and both of them act a little different from normal. Juntang turns on the light inside the house and asks them if they want to have a barbecue party, and the two of them say yes right away. After that, they all start getting ready for the barbecue together, but Shia and Ruoni think that a party with only 3 people is going to feel boring, so Juntang asks if they should invite Zhu to come too. Ruoni then asks who Zhu is, so Juntang explains that she has been his friend since high school. Hearing that makes Ruoni feel jealous because she starts thinking Juntang might have a crush on her. A little later, Guizhou shows up to drop off some sashimi, and Juntang worries that he might do something to Shia, but instead Guizhou acts polite and says sorry like a cute little kid. After that, Zhu also comes over bringing different things with her, and she shows up together with Yunza who tags along beside her. Soon after, the barbecue party finally begins with everyone helping out by doing their own chores, except for Yunza, who is told he is not allowed to go near the grill because they do not trust him with it. As the food starts cooking, everyone begins to enjoy themselves together, not knowing that some stalkers are secretly taking pictures of them from a distance. In the middle of the fun, Yunza and Guizhou suddenly start fighting over the sausages, and Juntang laughs while telling them that they do not need to argue because there are plenty. In the end, the guy falls down and Juntang manages to catch him, but when he uncovers him, he turns out to be some blonde guy. Afterward, they get back and Zhu applies a bandage on Juntang's forehead. Yunza then tells everyone that he is a habitual offender, and turns out he goes to same university as Juntang. Juntang says they should call the cops, but Shia replies that the police would not help because she already went through this before. She says they should just beat the man instead, so Juntang tries to calm her down and tell her not to do anything rash. She says there are many of those people, and if they let him go without punishment more will come, so she grabs a bottle to use as a threat, but Guizhou quickly takes the bottle from her. He then moves to hit the stalker, and then Juntang steps in to stop Guizhou, which makes Shia angry and she storms back into the house. At that moment, Zhu reaches for the bottle and smashes it hard against the wall. After that, all the boys feel scared and back away, while Zhu just laughed to herself and then walked away from the venue. Back in the present, Juntang goes to Shia's door and knocks, asking her to come out, but when she does not answer, he walks inside and finds her sitting there watching a live video from an influencer. Juntang tells her that they did not call the police on the stalker because Zhu ended up getting physical with him, and then he shows her the student's ID card along with the SD card to prove that he made sure the guy would never try something like that again. He also says that Yunza and Guizhou are on their way to his house to reformat his computer and delete all the photos from his cloud storage. He then tells Shia that now that they have evidence, she can call cops or complain in school and do other things she likes. Just then, Shia tosses her headphones to the side, suddenly wraps her arms around Juntang from behind, and asks him if she can kiss him, which leaves him shocked. Right after that, Juntang quickly runs outside with his heart racing faster than the engine of a Bugatti, unable to calm himself down. When he steps out, he notices Ruoni nearby, but instead of saying anything he walks away from the house. In the days that follow, Shia never seems like the two of them have started spending more time hanging out lately. Ruoni and Ju then begin chatting with Shia about all kinds of different things, and as Juntang watches them he realizes that the two girls seem to have become best friends or at least something very close to that. Later at the university, Yunza brags about hooking up with a girl, and hearing this makes Juntang think about Shia and how much she has been changing in recent days. After that, Juntang and Shia go out shopping together, and during the trip he feels like she is still hard to understand, almost like a closed book that does not show what is written inside. Finally, when Juntang finishes his last exam, he plans to take a nap to relax, but Shia suddenly asks him if he would go on a vacation with her. He replies that she can be the one to decide. The neighborhood across the river, and Shia confidently says that they will be able to move there within 2 years' time. They both start talking excitedly about how many rooms they might have or which floor they could get if they ever lived in that expensive building across the river. All of a sudden, a few strangers nearby begin taking pictures of them and whispering to each other about how they are the new members of a girl group that had just debuted that day. After that, even more people gather in front of them, snapping photos non-stop, so Yen pulls Shia close and starts striking poses with her. This quickly draws a lot of attention and ends up giving their group sudden popularity, almost like they are turning into high-class stars overnight. Later on, Shia realizes that some paparazzi are creepily taking pictures of her from underneath like freaks, so she goes to her company to complain about it. However, the company head brushes it off and says that the reason those photos are being taken is simply because she is a superstar. However, Shia tries to say that there are lots of abusive comments about her on social media, but the person tells her to let it be because she is a star. The person tells her that she is lucky to get this opportunity as many would die to do anything but Shia's life get down the hill, and for her nothing of this was enjoyable. After that day, Shia makes a scene in frustration and storms out, while Yen repeats the same words that their company head had said to her. Feeling betrayed, Shia decides to leave them all behind completely and walks away to follow her own path instead. Back in the present, Shia is sitting across from Yen at a coffee shop when the waiter comes over and recognizes them right away as celebrities. Yen even here. Yen replies that she only came to find out how life has been treating her, and Shia answers by saying that she is doing good. Shia then starts telling Yen about her daily routine, but Yen asks if she is truly happy living that way. Yen's phone keeps ringing non-stop, so she decides to leave. After that, Shia walks outside and feels a sudden sense of freedom, realizing that now she can eat whenever she wants, love whenever she chooses, and live her life without being tied down. She throws her umbrella aside, lets the rain pour down on her, and while enjoying the moment she begins to think about Juntang. After some time, she finally returns home completely soaked, and Juntang looks at her with worry the moment he sees her. Then, Shia leans forward and kisses Juntang, but right at hearing this, Juntang asks her why she is doing all of this and wonders if it has something to do with her living with them. He suggests that she should talk about rent issues directly with Shia, but Ju shakes her head and says that her problems are actually family issues, and she does not want to go into detail about them. She then looks at him and admits that the reason she is telling him all of this is because she likes him, confessing that she has had a crush on him even before they entered college, but because of her strict father, she was never allowed to have a boyfriend. She explains that her dad keeps strict control over her life, even tracking her phone numbers, her friend list, and who she spends time with. After saying this, she looks at Juntang with a gentle smile full of affection and asks if he wants to watch a movie with her tomorrow. The next day, Juntang and Ju go to the theater together. During the movie, Juntang feels his heart beating faster than usual, and he notices Ju's hand resting close to his. He wonders if she placed it there on purpose so he would hold it, but he stops himself and thinks that he should clear things up later. After the movie, they head to the arcade where they play games, and afterward they go to karaoke, singing songs together. Later at night, they stop to eat something, but even then, Juntang keeps thinking about Shia, though he also can't believe he is actually on a date with Ju. At the end of the day, Ju looks at him and says that she knows he likes her and that she cannot accept him being with another girl. Afterward, Juntang comes back home and sees Shia sitting in the garden while crying, so he quickly runs over to her to find out what happened. It turns out she choked on some spicy noodles earlier, which is why she is upset. While wiping her tears, Shia explains that Ju told her not long ago that she plans to move in with her classmates, and now she keeps wondering if the reason for that choice is because of them. After saying this, Shia looks at Juntang and asks if Ju already confessed her feelings to him, since she knows he used to have a crush on her. But Juntang. Right after that, Shia suddenly leans closer as if she is about to kiss him, and she asks if it looks like she does not care at all. When Juntang slowly opens his eyes again, he realizes that Shia was just playing around with him and did not mean it seriously. The next day, Zhu waits outside the park for Juntang, wanting to watch the fireworks and hoping she can spend that time together with him. However, when Juntang finally shows up, he tells her that he did not come alone, because he came along with someone else who really wanted to meet her. However, Zhu suddenly loses her temper and yells at Juntang for bringing another person with him on what she thought was their date, and that person surprisingly turns out to be her own mother. Juntang quickly explains that it was never his idea but actually part of Shia's plan. He remembers that last night, Shia came to him and said that she had received a call earlier that day from Zhu's sister, who told her that their mother was in the hospital right now, and she wanted Shia to let Zhu know about it. After explaining that, Shia also told Juntang everything she knew about Zhu's situation and then asked him what Zhu would decide to do afterward. Comment downstairs if you'd like more. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.